Hello, hello, everyone. How is everyone doing? Welcome to my live, Drop the Tea. And I appreciate each and every one of you for coming over to my live. I know I'm a little late, but I had to watch Hard and Hustle, and I wanted to see what I wanted to talk about tonight. But I do appreciate you for coming over. As you come in, please hit the thumbs up button and also introduce yourself as you come into the chat. All right, we already got the disclaimer up. Everything I say on my channel is alleged and for entertainment purposes only. I do not own the rights to any of the clips or any of the music that you hear. Fair use, fair use. Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976 is on the screen. Fair use, fair use, fair use. Also, please follow me on my other platforms. Drop the Tea at Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and also on Threads. Please follow me over there as well. All right, and if you guys want to support the channel, you know how to do so. All right, so we got who left the gate open? Y'all, who left the gate open on all, stuff been going on. We got Beyond the Gates, where a lot of, bull is going on over there. If you watch Beyond the Gates, we're going to talk about that. Where it's just all type of plot twists and turns with Beyond the Gates. There's a lot of things going on with Beyond the Gates, where now we find out that Barbara is Dana or Leslie's mother. But the group, to my knowledge, never knew that Barbara had a child because Barbara went away and had the baby. And now her adopted mother is telling her that Barbara was her biological mother. Now that Dana or Leslie, whoever knew that, now she thinks she, gonna fit in. She one of the people, but we're gonna talk about that and also talk about we're gonna talk about Haley with this pretend baby. Now, was Haley pregnant or was she not pregnant? So we're gonna talk about that. We're going to talk about Ted and Nicole and also Andre and Danny. Okay, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Hard and Hustle. Let me know, did you watch Hard and Hustle tonight? Y'all know I like Hard and Hustle, but the girls are fighting. The girls are fighting on Hard and Hustle. The girls are fighting, okay? I see their personalities are starting to come out now. And I like it that, they are still acting like women and, when they have a problem, they don't hold it back. They just come on out with it. Even if they talk individually about what they don't like about one another, when they get into a group, they don't backpedal. They stand on what they said. I like that. Don't try to backpedal and say, no, I didn't say that. They stand on it. Okay. So I like that. What do y'all think about the age gap with Chloe and her man? Now, I will say I will give him Chloe's man. He can go for about in his 30s. He don't look too young though, but he's a nice looking young man. But me personally, I that age thing would do something to me. Chloe's 45 and he is 28, I think. I think they said he's 28. I'm gonna have to go back and look. Something like that, to that effect. So I'm a little bit, hey, baby girl, 1981. Hello, hello, hello. The age difference is throwing me, but he looks very nice chocolate caramel skin. I love chocolate men. I do. So that nice caramel chocolate skin, but he looks older. He looks mature, things like that. But I don't know what's going on with is it Lena and her husband. I don't know, guys. It's kind of giving me they on shaky grounds because especially when Chloe said, no, was it Chloe that said, or was it Lataria that said, how about a vow renewal? And her husband said, when they get to the 20 year. And Lena was like, we've been through so much. He put her through so much. She was hoping that he would have said, right now, maybe next week or something like that. And he was like, no, when we get to the 20 mark, So that kind of hurt her. Lene, that, they always sleeping in separate bedrooms. So that kind of hurt her or what have you. So I do want to talk about that. And then also with Manera, where Latara is getting the end of things. They kind of saying that she's still in shade. Manera, she doesn't like being told that she looks like she's 11. She doesn't like that. She's a grown woman, as she say. So she don't like to be told that she looks like she's 11 and all the jokes. So we got that with her. And then Roz is saying that Latara, she can't be herself around her because, Latara acts, very Southern Belle like and things like that. So Latara, she didn't get it twice. So we're gonna talk about that. Also, who else we talking about? Yes, I like Chocolate Man. Yes. We're also going to talk about Remy. Remy is saying that she wants to fight Clarissa. Now, Remy. Now, come on, Remy. Why do you want to fight Clarissa for? You got Easy the Black Captain and whoever else, and now Papoose got him somebody. What's the problem, Remy? And Clarissa, you gonna lose your license because you can't be getting on this internet talking about you want to fight anybody, when and where. You can lose your license. I know you know that your hands are registered as a weapon. So don't let these people trick you out your spot. So we're going to get into that as well. Also, guys, I heard that KIRK and RASHEEDA offered to pay for the funeral of T. Hood, but his family turned it down. Now, this is all allegedly. Everything I say on my channel is alleged and for entertainment purposes only. Why would you offer to pay for a funeral? Let me know what y'all think in the chat about that. Why would KIRK and RASHEEDA them offer to pay for a funeral? That's kind of odd to me. I don't know. Also, we're going to talk about Melanie and the 4-piece Nuggets. They own another mini vacation. Melanie is living it up, baby. Melanie is living it up. So they're on a new vacation. They in a presidential suite. So we're going to get into that. Also, Melanie got a TikTok live going on August 23rd. She has some new products coming out. The product that I've seen so far is the lavender soap. I'm a soap girly. I know a lot of people like body wash. I like soap. Okay, I like soap. I'm a soap girly. Now, soap has to be my base because I use a couple of different things when I bathe. Soap is my, I use twice. Then I will use my Vaseline soap twice. And then it depends on if I'm exfoliating that day, then that'll be the third. And then I will use some form of body wash or either cocoa butter soap. So I have quite a routine for my body, y'all. So yes, but the base soap has to be my soap, which I use is Dr. Bronner's. Dr. Bronner's soap, I have to have it. I have to have it. If I don't have that, the next soap is Irish Spring deodorant soap. Those are my thing. I know people like, I don't like soap. I am a soap girly. 2 to 3 times, scrub myself down in that. Then, the Vaseline soap, and then maybe body wash, but I'm a soap girly. Let's see here. Yeah, because some people say they don't like soap, but I'm a 70s child, so I was raised up on soap, and I know some people like body wash. I just don't feel clean with body wash. Now, after I scrub my body 2 or 3 times with Dr. Bronner's or the deodorant Irish Spring, then I can use body wash after that. But like a base soap, the base to make sure my body's clean, it has to be the bar soap. It just is, my kids, they love body wash. I'm just not a body wash girl for my, you know, to get down to the nitty gritty. Now after I didn't that then did my body real good, then that could be like the third thing I use or something like that, third or fourth thing, body wash, but not for my base to get my body squeaky clean. It has to be Dr. Bronner's or the Irish Spring deodorant. So yeah, so that's my thing right there. Um, who else were we going to be talking about? Yeah, I know we're going to put some Black history in here as well. I got some good Black history I want to talk to you guys about as well. All right, are we at the 10-minute mark? Yes. All right, as you guys come in, please hit the thumbs up button, please, and thank you. Also, guys, if you want to support the channel, you can do so as well, either by Cash App, or you can do a super chat or super sticker, or you can become a member for $2.99, or you can give memberships as well. All right, guys, let's get to it here. All right, guys, let's see here. Let me see what y'all saying. Oh, you said, hello, my lady. Hello, hello, hello. That Castile soap, the peppermint soap, that, okay. Yes, I have to lather up. I just can't use body wash. I can use it maybe after, maybe the 2 or 3 times, and then maybe after that. But just for the base to start off with, I have to have the bar soap. The family has started a GoFundMe. There was no accountability on the live last night from his family. Yes, so I listened to that live last night on the family, y'all. So we gonna get into that. Now listen, it was so okay. So I listened to the live last night, where it was the mothers and the sisters on there. Okay, now, I have sons myself. I teach my sons to keep their hands to themselves. Okay, but the mother and the sister them have no accountability for what their son did, and I don't understand that. And when that's why they brother and the son, to me, acted the way he acted, because it seemed like they uphold him and what he was doing. Okay, that's what I was getting. Okay, that's what I was getting out of what I was hearing on the line. Now y'all let me know if I'm wrong. That's what I was getting from them. That's what I was getting from um, the mama and the sisters. The mama and the sisters. That's what I was getting. They did no accountability for their for her son. Now, one of the sisters were saying, "Well, how come when she called my mother, when she called my mother, she didn't say nothing about my brother had hit her?" She said in the thing, she said that her son was tearing up her stuff. Now I did see her say that. And then the mother had been known that the son was putting hands on her, because Kelsey said it. She said every time something happened, she said that she talked to his mother about it. So that's my understanding. She was talking to his mother about it. So was the mother not talking to her son about that? Hello, Brenda. Now we got to take accountability. If our sons they wrong, they wrong. And I've told my son this: if they do anything wrong, I will. I want you to tell the truth, and I'm gonna be there with you. Through thick and thin. But I need you to tell the truth. I need you to be. I'm gonna hold you accountable for it. You need to hold your own self accountable for stuff. Now, my sons already know. Don't put your hand on no woman. If it gets to that far, you walk out the house. Now, if I would have seen my son on a tape jumping on a woman like that, I would have beat my own son ass. I would have jumped on his ass to see my son jump on a woman like that. But I know my sons will never do that. But just me personally, I would have kicked my own son ass. Because like I tell my sons, put yourself in somebody else in your shoes. What if that was your sister or your mother? Would you want somebody to do your sister or your mother like that? So if that was me, I would have kicked my own son ass. I'm just being real with you. I didn't raise my son to be no woman, no, a beer. So, you know, I would take I want my kids to take accountability for their own shit. But would I hold my son to something? No. But if he, which I know he wouldn't, they wouldn't. If he did that, he has to be held accountable. If he has to go to jail, that's what it is. Now, would I want somebody to pow my son? No. But everything has has consequences. Because that's somebody's sister. That's somebody's mama. That's somebody's niece. Now, what I've heard is that KIRK said he didn't wash his hands of his daughter because he said that he know his daughter gonna be back with the dude. I would never wash my hand of my kids. I would keep calling the police. Don't say you didn't wash your hand of your daughter, sir. What type of damn father are you, KIRK? I wouldn't like go over there and try to fight them no more, but I'll keep calling the police. Don't ever give up on your kids, KIRK. He said he washed his hands of his daughter because he knows she's gonna be back with him. That could have ended bad. What if the shoe was on the other foot, KIRK, and that was your daughter laying out there unalive? Don't ever give up on your daughter. On your kid. Your only daughter, KIRK, you said you didn't wash your hands of it. See, that's why I dislike her. Because he do so much stuff and he has no respect for women. And you can tell he has no respect for women the way he treats RASHEEDA. The way he treats RASHEEDA, you can tell he has no respect for women. And look what he said about his own daughter. He didn't wash his hands of his daughter. So that tells you right there as a man. And RASHEEDA dumb as a damn box of rocks. She made a rap song, said she never leaving KIRK. Hey, I don't give a shit, RASHEEDA, if you never leave KIRK. I don't give a shit. You want to sit there and be dumb? Be dumb. That's why I say I don't see why nobody even tell you anything. Because I just heard that you, KIRK and Jasmine, y'all down with the threesomes, allegedly. Allegedly. That's what I heard. I heard when y'all went on vacation, we all know Jasmine flew out there with her son County. They said all three y'all slept in the same bed. That's what I heard, allegedly. So I guess RASHEEDA said she can't beat him, so she might as well join him. I guess she see that KIRK ain't gonna stop messing with Jasmine, so I guess she said she might as well join him. That's what I'm getting out of it. Y'all let me know what y'all think. And remember, guys, if you new to my channel and you like my content, think about becoming a subscriber because we're trying to grow the channel over here. But guys, this is just really for a father to say that he didn't wash his hands of his daughter, even though he might be tired of them, fighting and things and going over there. But sir, you still have a duty to call the police. Okay, you can't do that, KIRK. You can't call the police. You still can't do that for your daughter. You can't call the police. I would never say that about down one of my kids, even though I might not like some of the stuff they do and different things like that. But I'm gonna keep calling the police. I'm gonna keep calling them. They can say, stay out of my business. I'm in your business. I brought you in this world. I'm I'm always be in your business. So I would keep sending the police over there. But let's see what this other girl is saying here, the mother them and things like that. Let's see what they're saying. But riddle me this, guys. Why are y'all doing the GoFundMe when Kurt and RASHEEDA easily can just send money to the GoFundMe anonymous? I'm just saying. If y'all say y'all don't want no money for them, they can, they can send the money anonymous. And to be discreet with it, they can just send in an incremental payments where y'all won't know it's from them. Just saying. Just saying, y'all. And you know what? I have never. Now I know that. Hello, Mahogany Meeks. Hello, Audrey. Okay, Audrey. Okay. All right, guys. Let me just show you this. What they're doing. But they're trying to say that Kurt. Well, see, this is my thing, guys. I've been these people age before. I'm 51 now. There's no way I'm doing no threesome. That's just out the question. I don't care if I love you. There's no way. I'm just not a three-way girly. I'm just a woman. I'm just not. Now, now I don't knock nobody else for what they do. If other people do that, that's fine. That's just not for me. But it's for some other people. Some other people might like it. I don't want to try it or anything like that. I'm just, man, I'm just, one-on-one, man and woman. Now, some people want to invite other people into their bedroom, or they want to please their man or whatever, their mate. By all means, do what you got to do, sis. That's just not for me. But they're saying that the other girl that T Hood was messing with, they said he had been jumping on her. And that was his side chick. And they're saying that Kelsey and the girl was going together too. So it would be sometimes three ways where, T Hood wasn't going to leave that girl alone either. And Kelsey and the girl had got into it before, right? So I guess they said, well, since he ain't going to leave her alone, we might as well just be like Polly. So they said that she was, going with the girl and T Hood. They were all like a threesome. That's basically what they were doing, allegedly. But let's see what she has to say here, guys. Let's see what she has to say, because this is a lot. And if I were RASHEEDA, I would move my son Kai if he gets off out of town, because there's still going to be retaliation even if he gets off on self-defense. I would still move him out of town. And then Kurt and RASHEEDA, they probably not going to be able to open up their restaurants for a while. Even if they did, I wouldn't go there and sit there and eat. I'm just being honest. I wouldn't even step a foot up in RASHEEDA's RASHEEDA store press. No, ma'am. You never know when somebody gonna come in there and retaliate. Allegedly. But just my personal opinion. But let's see what she's talking about.
His daughter, to see how that daggone man was sitting there constantly putting his daggone hands on her, literally unprovoked, while she was laying down sleep, y'all. Literally, he just started daggone her out. Like, what? Is y'all serious? These sisters got on his daggone internet. His mama got on his daggone internet and tried to act like he was the daggone victim the whole time, when whole time she was the victim. For real, if we being motherfucking honest. And yes, I'm now having to backtrack, because at the end of the day, like, what that man was sitting there doing is outrageous. Yo, what's this daggone clippings of this man and what he was doing to her? I want to say big up to K Frost's friend, y'all, because if it wasn't for her posting these daggone videos and posting daggone receipts of literally screenshots of her also talking to T Hood's daggone baby mama as well, where it literally says on the thing. Let me just go ahead and show y'all and post this, where the daggone baby mama was basically saying that she could tell that something was going on with hood that he was taking some type of other drugs or whatever, which was causing him to act different. Like, how is it that his mama and his sisters ain't noticed that he had a change in daggone personality? Like, it's no way. That's what y'all been sitting here trying to hide. Let's be honest. And then there's one of the sisters got on the friend post of K Frost or whatever, and gonna tell that girl to take the daggone post down because some of y'all not to put my brother in his life. First of all, y'all want to sit here and act like this daggone man is the victim at the end of the day. But whole time, let's be honest, that woman is the victim too. So now it's like basically that's why it's daggone self-defense. That's why the police out there in Gwinnett County is saying it's self-defense. It all makes sense. Yes, I'm backtracking. I don't care because now the daggone evidence came out. Kai Frost should have took that pew and bop in the back of his head so he could have passed out. Like, I still don't condone him daggone being unalive. No, I don't. But other things could have been done. And KIRK Frost, when I say you was the worst daddy of the worst, because how was it that you sit and talk about something you washed your hands when it came to the situation because she kept on going back? That's around the time when you supposed to sit here and make sure that your daughter is not being harmed. You is the terrible father. Y'all, I'll be back with part 2 because I got a lot more to say. KIRK and RASHEEDA's daughter, to see how that daggone man was sitting there constantly putting his daggone hands on her, literally unprovoked, while she was laying down sleep, y'all. Literally just started daggone her out. Like, what? Is y'all serious? These sisters got on this daggone internet. His mama got on his daggone internet and tried to act like he was the daggone victim the whole time, when whole time she was the victim for real, if we being motherfucking honest. And yes, I'm now having a backtrack because at the end of the day, like what that man was sitting there doing is outrageous. Y'all watch this daggone clippings of these daggone of this man and what he was doing to her.
Okay, guys. So, like I said, I know, daddies are your protector before anybody. And I know KIRK got tired of, you know, trying to step in and Kelsey would go back to him, right? But he could have still kept calling the police. You can't never say you're going to wash your hands with your kids. You can't do it. I'm not saying he kept going over there protecting her, but he could have kept calling the police. Let me know if you agree with that in the chat. Let me know if y'all agree with that. Yes, my lady. He was pow for the same thing less than 3 months ago. Yes, somebody said that as well. It was scary how that dude keep jumping that girl in her sleep, but his mama and sister keep trying to make the girl the abuser. Yes, they keep trying to act like Kelsey, that where a $105 was the abuser. Now we saw a clip yesterday that I showed on my live where she did point in his face. What is a hand point versus somebody jumping on you in your sleep? Pop, putting fist to face. What can somebody with a hand point versus somebody with a fist to face? That don't make no sense. The family quickly dismisses the help from the Frost family, but asking the public for money. What about having life insurance? Yes. Honey, I pay me and my kids life insurance like it's one of my bills. I don't play about that. After seeing what happened with KIRK's son, you should see why he said he won't get involved. It was a wise decision on his part. Okay. All right. But I don't know, guys. This is gonna get really dangerous for RASHEEDA and KIRK and their family because they got businesses and things like that, and and their businesses are open to the public. And these are street people, y'all. These are street people, and especially the type of lifestyle that T Hood lived, and they're gonna want retaliation. They're gonna want, so how do Rasheeda and Kirk run their businesses when they're open to the public? So you don't know about anybody that coming up in your restaurant or your boutique. You don't know their intentions. You don't know who these people could be. So that's a dangerous thing that you put yourself in. You know. So Rasheeda and Kirk, them, they can't stay closed down forever because they got to run a business, right? But like I said, they're saying that the bistro is closed down for right now, and I think press is closed for right now. But they're gonna have to open eventually. And thank God, Rasheeda, one of her stores are in the mall. I don't think people will come into the mall and try to pow something up, but you never know. But the restaurant, they could the restaurant they would try to pow it up. People are coming inside of a restaurant and pow somebody. Unless Kurt and Rasheeda gonna get security in there. That's the only other thing. They best option. I will have security at both of my press locations and at the restaurant. But they can't stop nobody from doing a drive-by. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think Kurt and Rasheeda need security at their restaurant and at their stores? Because they can't stay closed down forever. They're losing money. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Answer, why was he pow in April? One of the sisters intentionally stated that she will get justice for her brother. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, my lady. That's what I'm saying. Rasheeda them have public businesses. So these girls are ghetto fabulous. They might do something or send somebody to do something. That's what I'm saying. So Rasheeda and them need to get security in all of their businesses and things like that. And then it's been alleged that they didn't even call the police at first. Kelsey said that she was out there giving T Hood mouth to mouth, but how are you gonna get somebody mouth to mouth that just got shot seven times, got pow 7 times in the back? But then it's been alleged that the neighbor was out there giving a mouth to mouth. But when somebody is hit that many times, you don't even supposed to move their body. Why wasn't you on the phone calling the police? And they said when she talked to his mother, the mother asked her, did she call the police? She said no. She said she told his mother wanted her to call the police when she should have called 911 right away. That's my thought. Somebody get pow, you need to call 911 right away instead of calling their mama. What their mama gonna do? So she didn't call 911 right away. The mama called them and the sister them. Then the neighbor was giving him mouth to mouth. And they trying to say that he was laying out there in the parking lot in the dirt or whatever. So but I guess they're trying to spin it as self-defense because all those tapes and things keep coming out of her being AB'd. So let me know what y'all think about that, y'all. Let me know what y'all think. They refuse to answer. Okay, they refuse to answer. Okay. I don't know. The sister them, I don't know if they're trying to take up for the brother, or they're in denial, or what's going on with them. But they have to counter, as a woman, okay. And I do understand that was their brother. But as a woman, as a mother, you still have to take some accountability for what your brother was doing to this young lady. He was way bigger than her. And one thing about it, I think when you're on TV, you look bigger. But as we see her on those pictures, she looked very small, like she wear a buck 105. She looked like she wear a buck 05. She looked like she wear. But I hope they can move forward with this, and I hope that that the law is going to do what they're going to do. And I hope that Kelsey goes into counseling. She might not think she needed, but she do. Because to stay with someone and they was doing you like that, you need some help. You need some help. Now, I have, praise God, I have never been with nobody who beat me or whatever, black eyes and stuff like that. So I have never. So knock on wood. So I can't say what they're going through, what they're thinking, and things like that. Now I do know some women do try to get away, and men have unalived them. You know, they have unalived them, and let me tell you something. I'm new to black men unaliving women. Okay, because back, I'm born in the '70s. Our black men was not unaliving us like this. Well, I'll just say this: maybe a couple here and there, but not the rapid like it is now. They weren't doing that. If you want to break up with them, they go on about their business. They'll get them a new woman. But what's going on now, where the men, if you try to leave them and stuff like that, and break up with them, they trying to unalive you. This is a lot because, like I say, back in the '70s, '80s, and '90s, and 2000, they wasn't doing this. But now all of a sudden they doing it. Here in Milwaukee, there was a lady, when it got the restraining order and everything, did everything she's supposed to do. And she said that if something happened to me, you know who did it. They couldn't find her for a couple of days. He had unalived her and had her riding around in his truck. Yeah, sure did. So it's a lot, guys. It's a lot to try to deal with. But knock on wood, I hope I'm never in that situation where with that, because like I said, I do not promote violence on this channel, but I will do what I have to do. I don't want to hurt nobody's son, anything like that, but I will. Just saying. Guys, what are y'all drinking in the chat? Because y'all know on Fridays and Saturday it's drinks in the chat. Let me know what y'all drinking. Let me know what y'all drinking in the chat, guys. Drinks in the chat. Let me know what y'all drinking. Okay, guys. Now we're gonna move on over to. Oh, guys, did y'all know K Michelle is married now? K Michelle girl got married. Congratulations to K Michelle, and her husband looks pretty nice, guys. He's not like no rich, he doesn't look like no rich man or anything like that. He's just a normal person. K Michelle is officially married. So shout out to K Michelle. Kudos to K Michelle. She is officially married. And I think K Michelle has matured a lot, guys. She didn't do a big thing and announce she got married or anything. She just she just came online and said that she was married. That's all. And she doesn't have a real big ring or anything like that. She just, she's just K Michelle. She's married. So I don't know if you guys have heard that, but she did get married, guys. So I'm happy for her. Um, and she said that her and her husband are getting ready to get their house decorated and things like that. She won't say where she live at, and that's understandable. She don't want to say where she live at, and that's understandable. But she is married. And the ring she got it's a nice ring. It's she's not all flashy and everything like that. It's just a nice that's a nice ring. It's a nice ring. So, yes, congratulations to K Michelle and her husband. And he's a black man. He looks nice. He's kind of tall, dark skinned man. He looks really nice. So, shout out to K Michelle. She is officially married. Because a lot of people thought that she was going for a Caucasian man. But no, she has a brother. So yes, she has a brother. So how do y'all? What do y'all think about K Michelle getting married? She's going to be putting out her first country single. She said that's coming out. Her country single is coming out. So how do y'all feel about that? So I think a lot of people are going to, trying out country and trying out country music. So and K Michelle, she really can sing. So I'm here for it. I'm here for K Michelle with the country music. I've heard some of her country music and it was pretty good. So I'm here for it. I am here for it. So let me know what y'all think about that with K Michelle. Also, I do want to move over to let's move over to Remy then for a second, y'all. I really get tired of talking about Remy and Clarissa and Papoose because when we first when Remy was with her man, Easy the Block Captain, nobody said nothing. Everything was okay. But as soon as Papoose get out here and start dating, then there's a problem. And I'm not understanding that. I'm not understanding what's Remy's problem. So, y'all, what do y'all think is Remy's problem? The reason that she has a problem with Papoose. Now she wants to fight Clarissa. Is it that um do y'all think it's because that Papoose won't take her back? Or what is it? What's the problem? That's what I'm trying to figure out. What is the problem here? Now, I know Clarissa, she be a little extra. I do know that. But I don't know, she just standing up for her man. So y'all let me know. Do y'all think Clarissa be being too extra? Or do y'all think she just standing up for her man? Let me know what y'all think. Because I'm starting to, just starting to think that Remy won't Papoose back. Because we're not hearing nothing about her and Easy the Black Captain anymore. Nothing about them. All we hear about is Remy won't want to fight Papoose or Remy and Clarissa. I'm trying to figure this out. So y'all let me know what y'all think it is with Remy and Clarissa. Because it seems like to me they fighting over Papoose. That's what I'm getting out of it, guys. They fighting over Papoose. Remy, you didn't want him. Remember, you was out with Easy the Block Captain. So what's going on now? That's the part I'm not understanding. So what do y'all think? Hello, Linnell. Hello, Lily. Did you hear about the married coach from Alabama that was pow pow for sleeping with another woman in another man's house? No, I didn't hear about that. But I can believe it. These women nowadays is trifling. The men and women. You know, the the old school rule is you never go in another woman's house or another man's house. You can you could get unalive at any time. You know better than that. So I don't know what's wrong with these people. Why y'all going up in people's house? Y'all know not to go in nobody's house. You know better than that. Just saying. Um, So a lot of stuff is going on with Papoose. People are saying Papoose don't have a job. Y'all know dang on well Papoose does have a job. He works for the radio station, and also he has an executive job. So I don't know why people are saying Papoose don't got a job. Papoose has a job. Now we all know that that man has a job. But you know, Clarissa, she has a tattoo of him and everything. She's gonna protect Papoose by all costs. So um, I don't know why people keep coming at her saying that. So I don't know why they keep saying that. I don't know what it is, y'all. But Clarissa is just I don't know. She wants to fight everybody. If you say one thing about Papoose, she want to fight. One thing about Papoose, she wants to get in on y'all. Now, and but the thing is, I like her confidence in herself. She says she knows she look good. And I like her confidence in herself. People say, you know, they talk about how she dressed and everything like that, her face. She says she knows she looks good. So I like her confidence. I do. I like her confidence. But I just do want to just chime in for a little bit. Hi, Chanel. So we just gonna listen to a little bit of what she got to say, guys, because she is tripping. She don't want you to say shit about Papoose, baby, because she get active. You say something about Papoose, she get
A
active.
lie that somebody don't got a job, but how is he so relevant in today's time if he don't have a job? Isn't he an artist? Can't you look up his music? Don't you guys follow him on the daily? Hundreds of thousands like whenever he posts something. Why? Because he don't have a job. It's because you know what he do. He like any other artist. He got projects he's working on and he's gonna drop them. He has also the radio show he do every week, Sirius XM, Rock the Bells. Streets. Welcome back to another hour at the drama hour. So he got a job. What will make you guys think you don't have a fucking job? That annoys me. That annoys me.
Don't tell me.
Out of all the women in the world, y'all think that I want to be a woman to be with a man who don't have a job, who don't have no money. I like niggas with money too. Cash me out. But y'all can keep believing a lie that somebody don't got a job, but how is he so relevant in today's time if he don't have a job? Isn't he an artist? Can't you look up his music? Don't you guys follow him on the daily? Hundreds of thousands like whenever he posts something. Why? Because he don't have a job. It's because you know what he do. He like any other artist. He got projects he's working on and he's gonna drop them. He has also the radio show he do every week, Sirius XM, Rock the Bells. Streets. Welcome back to another hour at the drama hour. So he got a job. What will make you guys think you don't have a fucking job? That annoys me. That annoys me.
I
Out
tell
of all the
you,
women in the
don't play
world,
with Papoose, y'all. Don't play with Papoose because she goes off. Do not play with him. Now, how many of us think Papoose don't got no job? How many of us think Papoose don't got no job? I never once thought Papoose didn't have no job. Now, I never thought that. But a lot of people think Papoose don't work. Now, y'all let me know. Do y'all think Papoose work? Just let me know in the chat if y'all think Papoose work. Let me know in the chat if y'all don't think Papoose work. Because I never thought Papoose didn't work. I never thought Papoose didn't work, y'all. I'm just keeping it 100. I never thought Papoose didn't work. We all know that Papoose had got an executive job at a record label. We all knew that. But some people, I don't think, want him to be with Clarissa. I do think that. Now I'm just being honest with y'all. I do think that some people don't want him with Clarissa. I don't know why, but some people don't want him with her. Now y'all let me know. Let me know. Do y'all think Papoose is working? You said you feel like Papoose is her first real man for real, and he barely posts her nor says anything. Okay, okay. But you know, she had another man before She got with Papoose, and I don't know if y'all remember online, she had bought him a Maybach. Then once she got with Papoose, she took the Maybach back, and allegedly she gave it to Papoose. Allegedly. So I think maybe this is her first real relationship. That being out and about and getting filmed, you know, people taking pictures of her and them together. Maybe that's it. But my whole thing is this right here. She's been with Papoose for what, 2-3 years? 2 years, whatever. Why is there no divorce going? I'm just trying to understand. Now I like Remy, I like Clarissa, and I like Papoose. But what I'm trying to figure out is what is the hold up with the divorce? Because they said Papoose went to sign the paper, so what is taking so long with the divorce? And if I was her, as I said this before, I would be pressing him like, okay, if we together, we plan on having a baby next year. What's going on with the divorce? Remy says she don't want anything, he don't want anything, so that should be a cut case right there, cut and dry case right there. What's the problem? What is the hold up with the divorce, y'all? There should not be a hold up with no divorce. There should not be a hold up. Somebody ain't doing something because Remy said it ain't her. So is it Papoose who don't want the divorce, y'all? Do y'all think it's Papoose who don't want the divorce? Let me know in the chat. There's something wrong here. Something is wrong with this divorce. She been with Papoose for 2 years or so, and there still ain't no divorce. So let's see. You said, hello, Overcomer, I'm 6. Hello, hello, hello. They don't really want a divorce. Okay. Papoose, the manager, does work. He is just quiet. Okay. All right. Well, something is going on. And, you know, for Clarissa's sake, I would be checking into that because there's no way they've been together this long. They've been together what, 2 years, 3 years, and ain't nothing shaking. No, Somebody will be getting an ultimatum here, because there's no way I would be running around with no married man. There's no way. Personally, me, no, there's no way. You know, and that looks bad on her reputation as a, you know, professional boxer, a championship boxer. That looks bad on her. Just saying. Just saying. But moving on, guys. You said Papoose and Remy will get back together. Mark my word. They were together for over 20 years. That love don't just disappear. Okay. Okay, baby girl. Okay. Okay. All right, guys. Did you guys know if you have a child under the age of 18, you have to wait 1 year after the filing date? Okay. Okay, Overcome 96. I didn't know that. Okay. Thank you for the insight. Okay, guys, let's get into Hard and Hustle. Let me know if you guys watched that tonight. I did watch it. I told y'all that's my jam. That's my show. Now, Chloe, she a firecracker. Chloe is the firecracker baby. She's the one with the younger man. Now, to me, he looks older. Now, y'all let me know. He does look older. He does look older, guys. He does. And he's easy on the eyes too, baby. He's easy on the eyes. I will say he's easy on the eyes. And everybody was looking at him when he came in to the swim party, barbecue, whatever it was. He's easy on the eyes. I will say that. He's easy on the eyes. So he looks mature for his age. Um, y'all let me know if y'all watched Hard and Hustle tonight. He does look nice. I will say that. He fits in with the group. He does. He fits in with the group. So I will give her a hands up for that. He looks nice. He looks like a black African prince to me. Now I'm just gonna tell you. Just gonna say it. He does. He looks very nice, guys. He does look nice. Now I will say that he does look nice. Just my opinion. What do y'all think about it? How do y'all think that Chloe's man on Hard and Hustle looked tonight? What y'all thinking? What y'all thinking? I'm a little bit on the defense with. Okay, here we go, y'all. They make a nice couple. I think they make a nice couple, guys. I think they make a nice couple. Let's take a look at them. Let's take a look. This is Chloe and her man. What do y'all think? What we thinking? He's 28. 17 years apart. Now these are some other couples that are 15 years apart, 17 years apart. I forgot Beyonce and Jay-Z were 12 years apart. Tina Turner and her man was 17 years apart. Now let's take a look, guys. What do y'all think about them? She's 45, he's 28. Ooh, he's kind of giving that little baby face, y'all. Let me go back. I'm taking a good look at him. He's kind of giving that baby face. He kind of looks like he could be our son. Now let me know what y'all think. Mm, wait. No, no, not for me, guys, because I have a son that's 30. No, 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 no. Chloe, do your thing. You 45, he 28. No, 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 sir. No, no, ma'am. But let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all think. No, no, no. It's a no for me. He he's 28 and she's 45. No, ma'am. Mm-mm. No. It's a no for me. But hey, everybody is entitled to their own opinion. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. No, no, ma'am. No, 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 no. Uh-uh. No, 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 no. Uh-uh. No, 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 ma'am. No, it's a no for me. Let me see what y'all saying. How do y'all feel about this? Hello, Glendora. Wait a minute, baby girl, you said shit. I didn't got taken down by a 25-year-old before. Woo! You got taken down by a 25-year-old before, baby girl. Woo! Oh my God. Okay, Glendora, so I think the age gap is disgusting to me. Okay. How can you date someone close to your child's age? No. I have been delivered from that though. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. No judgment here, baby girl. No judgment here. I just said I can. My son is 30. My son is 30. I I have a son that's 30 and I have one that's 29 and 20. Now now I'm just saying me person, but no judgment here. No judgment here, baby girl. Baby girl, you a little firecracker. Baby girl is our little firecracker. Um, that's our Chloe in here, and our little family group here. Baby girl is our little Chloe here. Look, look, y'all. Uh Overcome I'm six. You said memories from the corner of my mind. Woo! Oh, look, cheers to that. Let me just give you a toast. Let me drink my drink here. Give me 1 second, guys. 1 second. Look here, baby girl. I got to go get me another drink now. Hold on for 1 second, y'all. Hold on for 1 second. All right, y'all. I'm back. I'm back. Hello, Laura C. Hello, hello, hello. You said they get along all right in the prone position. Oh, okay. Okay, baby girl. Okay. Look, I have to go down there and get me another drink here. I have to go get me a drink here. I sure did. She said she'd have been taken down by one. All right. All right, y'all. Okay. Okay. All right. You said when I was 23, I dated a man who was 45, a baby. The stories I could tell you. Okay, baby girl. Okay. Okay, y'all. Okay. Now, okay, I was taken a little bit back by that baby girl, but okay. But that's why Chloe's son, I think Chloe's son is 26. That's why they're not talking. Because her son found out that she was dating him, and her son won't talk to her, won't talk to Chloe, his mom. Okay. But the girls are having, they're having a time, guys. The girls are having a time with each other. Now, as we move on into Heart and Hustle, you know, at first I thought they was like some little Southern hospitality girls, but things are starting to come out. They have problems with each one of them. They do have some problems with each other, where some of the girls don't like how the other girl, how some of them treat each other. Okay. They don't like Manera doesn't like how one of the girls, because Manera, she looks younger than the other ladies, and that's a good thing. But Manera doesn't like that one of the girls in the group is always saying that she looks like she's 11 or 12 or something to that effect. They don't like it, okay? So when they, and then the one, another girl is and to the effect where talking about the other girl, husband is not fine. Now, I would have a problem with a woman saying that, in my friend group, that my husband is not fine. I wouldn't have a problem with that. My husband don't supposed to look fine to y'all. So I would have a problem with that. But if there's tension between Chloe and Lena, there is tension between them. And then at the barbecue, pool party, they brought their husbands and their dates, and you can feel the tension between Chloe and Lena and her husband. Now, I'm starting to have second thoughts about her husband. To be honest with you guys, I am having some thoughts about Lena's husband. I don't know where it's coming from, but when women get that intuition, me personally, myself, I'm just having thoughts about her husband. And I'm not trying to be shady, but I am. I'm just having some thoughts about her husband. Because it was asked tonight if they would want to do a vow renewal. He said, no, maybe at the 20-year mark. Now they've been married for 14 years. Why at the 20? Why are you saying to 20? Why? Why does it have to be at the 20-year mark? All the bullshit you did. This man cheated before they got married. Before the was it the day before they got married? He cheated. Baby, the wedding would have been called off then. And who's to say he not cheating now? From the way he's acting, who's to say he not cheating now? Now her husband to me is not bad looking. Lena's husband is not bad looking, but I did not like I didn't like I didn't like his tone. I didn't like it, y'all. I didn't like it. So it I don't know, guys. You know how we got our intuition. No, no, no. I'm just not. It's something else that's deeper with her husband to me. It's something going on with her husband, guys. There is something going on with the husband. In my personal opinion. Something is going on with the husband. So I do want to show y'all this clip, guys. I'm just not Lena's husband, guys. I'm just being honest with y'all. It's something with Lena's husband. If you knew you cheated on your wife before y'all got married, y'all sleep in separate bedrooms. Now you're sleeping in the guest bedroom, and the friends ask you what you want to do a vow renewal. You're just like, nah, no, not right now. Maybe at the 20-year mark, like you the shit or something. And Lena's a nice looking woman. No, no homo, but she's a nice looking woman. So she can get anybody she wants. Just saying. Now put a one in the chat, guys, if you guys are watching Hard and Hustle. Put a one in the chat if you guys are watching Hard and Hustle. Let me put it on here, guys. Wait. Okay, so this is from tonight's episode. They're at the spa, and there's a lot, and I'm glad they're not talking about behind each other's backs. When they come together, they stand 10 toes down on what they say. They, if they, have a one-on-one with one of the other girls in the group, when they get together and they bring it up, they stand 10 toes down on what they say. They don't pussy pop or backpedal shit. They stand 10 toes down on it. Now that's what I like. Not like Love and Marriage Huntsville. They don't pussy pop. They stand on their shit. And these women got real businesses. They got real businesses. They ain't pussy popping.
How it makes you feel uncomfortable?
Because I feel like I can't be myself. Like I have to kind of like watch what I say around you. Because like, are you gonna judge me?
That's crazy. Because
Why?
when you stand 10 toes down on who you are, you can be yourself wherever you go.
No. It's not about that. It's not about that. It's about me making people feel uncomfortable about how I talk.
You can never make me feel uncomfortable with how you talk. I just don't normally talk about sex. That's just not my thing.
With the Southern Belle in me, don't really talk about sex a whole bunch with a whole.
Now, wait, let me go back to this. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all about me. When I get together with the people that I get together with, my sister and my cousin, and then y'all know I'll be with T Talk them, Sassy T them. Y'all don't talk about it. If I'm asked a question, I talk about it. I'm an open book. I have no problem with talking about that. Okay, I have no problem with it. But if another woman has a problem and don't want to express hers, that's fine. That's fine. I have no problem with that. Okay, I have no problem with that. But I can see how that can make another woman feel some type of way when this woman saying that she's a child of God. She don't talk about that, and you probably, if you're around some church folks, you probably feel uncomfortable talking about that around church people. What if one of your friends are they like a church person, and y'all get to talking about sex? Would y'all feel comfortable talking about sex around y'all church friend? Let me know in the chat. Y'all let me know in the chat. Would y'all feel comfortable talking around one of y'all church friends about that?
You said so much. You make me feel uncomfortable.
Okay, how it makes you feel uncomfortable?
Because I feel like I can't be myself. Like I have to kind of like watch what I say around you. Because like, are you gonna judge me?
That's crazy. Because when you stand 10 toes down on who you are, you can be yourself wherever you go.
No. It's not about that. It's not about that. It's about me making people feel uncomfortable about how I talk.
You can never make me feel uncomfortable with how you talk. I just don't normally talk about sex. That's just not my thing.
With the Southern Belle in me, don't really talk about sex a whole bunch with a whole bunch of people.
Yes, because
I don't know. That's kind of sacred for me.
You said so much. You make me feel uncomfortable.
Okay, how it makes you feel uncomfortable?
Because I feel like I can't be myself. Like I have to kind of like watch what I say around you. Because like, are you gonna judge me?
That's crazy. Because when you stand 10 toes down on who you are, you can be yourself wherever you go.
No. It's not about that. It's not about that. It's about me making people feel uncomfortable about how I talk.
You can never make me feel uncomfortable with how you talk. I just don't normally talk about sex. That's just not my thing.
With the Southern Belle in me.
Okay, guys. Would you feel comfortable talking You like the look of the show? Um, Now, what? Okay, so let me just ask y'all this: if you knew your friend hasn't had sex in 3 years, would that make you guys cautious of talking about sex at the table? Because you know how you and your girls be talking about stuff. But if you knew one of your friends haven't had sex in 3 years, would that make you uncomfortable with talking about that at the table? Now, if I haven't had sex, that wouldn't make me uncomfortable. I'm still gonna say what I want to say. Now, if you haven't had sex, that's okay. A lot of us haven't had sex. Maybe we're going through being celibate, so that's okay. But I wouldn't discourage my other friend from talking about it. That's fine. Some people say they don't use toys, and that's okay. You don't like toys, you don't like the rose, that's okay. But if I want to talk about the rose, I'm gonna talk about it. That's something you don't do, but that's something I do. You don't like the rose, I like the rose. But I'm not gonna always like what you like, and you're not gonna like what I like. But if you tell me you haven't had sex for 3 years, you maybe need to invest in it because you do. I don't know if people know this. If you don't have sex within a large period of time, your walls and things down there could get closed up, and then when you do try to have some type of sex, it's going to be kind of painful for you. Just saying. I'm if for people that didn't know that, yes, you don't have sex for a long period of time, it'll get really, really tight. And this is not nothing made up. This is something that the OBGYN has said. And then when you do try to have sex again, it'll get real painful for you. Just being honest with you. If you didn't know that, so you better try to keep yourself, lubricated or something. I don't know. But OBGYN said that if you go in celibate, you need to keep yourself maybe lubed up or something like that, because then when you do finally decide to have sex, it might be painful for you. I don't know if y'all have heard that before. I'm just letting you know. Just letting you know. You like the look of the show. I want to speak on another woman's husband. Me either. I don't care how nobody's husband looks. I completely avoid those conversations around my friends and her mama. Both are pastors. Okay. But this lady, she's not a pastor or anything like that. She just hasn't had sex in a while. But my sister and my cousin, we talk about that. We laugh about stuff. We talk about it and stuff like that. We don't have a problem with talking about stuff. But I think some of these girls are new to the group. Maybe that's the problem. And me personally, I wouldn't get mad at nobody saying I look like I'm 11. I wouldn't. Hey, I wouldn't get mad. But Manera is upset about that. She does not like being treated like a child, because she said Latera is always said because she doesn't drink a lot, Manera, when they go out. And then Latera said, "Oh, are you going to have some apple juice today? Or are you going to have some water?" Because she don't drink every time they go out, but she does drink, but not every time they go out. So she was telling her that makes her feel uncomfortable. That makes her feel upset when she does that. Hello, Deborah, my tea sipper. Hello. I was told to try to self-pleasure if you are not having sex to keep. Yes, you better. My OBGYN told me that. She said, you need to, do something. She said, because when you do try to do something, it's going to be painful for you. So if you are practicing celibacy, you need to keep yourself, down there. So, and then when you finally do find you somebody who want to do something, you won't have a hard time. I know a TMI, but I'm just saying, try to get y'all that educational stuff. Yes. Yeah, you're right, baby girl. Yep, my OBGYN told me that. Yeah. They've okay, so with the show, It's going, but it's a lot. I do feel. I think Chloe. To me, y'all know Chloe's husband. She had a husband. He had a massive heart attack and passed away, guys. So y'all do know that. Chloe's husband did. She had a husband, but he had a massive heart attack and passed away. Let's get into this one right here. Let's get into this one, guys. This one is good. These girls, but these, I like these because this don't look like, how can I put it? I don't know. This show right here, I don't know if it, I don't know. This show looks different from, it looks different from like Love and Marriage Huntsville. It looks different from Roa. It looks authentic. It doesn't look like it's scripted. I'm just saying. Let me know what y'all think. It doesn't look scripted. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to be shady. I'm just telling the truth.
Yeah, let's get a drink. Come on.
Do y'all have tequila?
We have tequila.
Okay.
Can you make it like a double? Because this has been a long day.
Girl, Elena confronted me about Josh. She got offended about me saying that Josh wasn't fine. When I said Josh, he not fine. I was like, is this what we're doing?
But Chloe, you can't talk about people, man, like that.
It was just, it was a very light comment in my mind. Like, and I'm sorry. That's why I was like, I'm sorry that it was so offensive to you.
Chloe, you said this woman's husband wasn't fine.
He's not fine to me, but it's fine. It's okay. I didn't know if I was gonna have to bring my boxing gloves and take my boots off.
So how did it end?
I have so many big problems in my life. It was just so small. I was like, this is not.
I get it. Her and I had a conversation in my house.
Yeah.
I think she feel like, you can't pull a man like Josh.
I can't pull a man. I don't want a man like Josh. I'm not trying to be funny. He is not my type. I can't pull a man like Josh.
Yeah, she was like, well, Chloe can't pull a man like Josh.
Oh, okay. I honestly thought that everything between me and Elena was over, but clearly it's just the beginning. So, girl, put your boots on and meet me in a bullpen. Latoya, let's go to the bar and get a drink.
Yeah, let's get.
The shade is real. The shade is real here. The shade is real. Now, personally, I wouldn't have went back and told the other girl anything, the other friend anything. That's up to me. I'm not gonna start nothing. I ain't gonna start nothing. Don't start nothing, won't be nothing. I wouldn't have did that. But that's just me. I wouldn't have did that. But I can't tell nobody else what to do. I just wouldn't have did that. Now y'all let me know. Do y'all think that was shady? Do y'all think that was shady? Do y'all think that was shady? Now all of the ladies are nice looking. I think all the ladies look nice. What do y'all think? I think all the ladies are nice looking, but I think Elena is nice looking and Chloe, but there is some tension there. I think it's okay for my friend to say my husband is not attractive. He don't supposed to be attracted to you. But then when Elena came back, and I guess told Latoya that Chloe can't pull the type of man that she pulled. Now, I don't know. I'm taking that as shame. So you're saying that I can't pull the type of man you pull? Okay. Oh, okay. I will take that as shame. I don't know how y'all would take it. What do you mean? Now, I'm just saying. Giving a compliment of looking younger than your age is reciprocated, but that's her issue because she keeps saying it. Right. So what the problem is, I don't think Manura has a problem with people saying she looks younger, but Latoya keeps saying it and saying it and saying it. That's the problem. Just say it, Latoya, and keep it moving, but don't keep harping on it. That's what I think Manura's problem is. She keep harping on it. And I think Latoya looks like she's in her 40s. I don't know where she's getting that that she looks like she's 11. I don't know where they get that from. Unless I'm seeing something that they're not seeing. Maybe I'm seeing something else. Manura looks like she's in her 40s. But a good, not nothing bad. They look good. All of them look good for their age. Every last one of them. Okay, all of them look good. But for me, 45 and 28, no ma'am. No ma'am. And when it was asked tonight, and they asked Chloe if she would get married. She said, I'll get married tomorrow. You'll get married tomorrow to the 24-year-old? Wait a minute, was he 28 or 24? No, ma'am. This man has a lot of living to do. No, ma'am. No. Chloe got, she has her own businesses. She has a nice house. What the hell does he do for a living? What was she supposed to? He coming in for her to take care of him? No. And then another thing, I think he said, if I'm not mistaken, that her son would need to get his own space because he's grown. Sir, what did you just say? Oh no, sir. Let me tell you something. What we're not gonna do is you coming in my fucking house telling me what my son needs to do. My son been here before you. He's gonna be here after you. See, and that's the problem I would have. Some kids, mature faster than others, and some kids don't. That young man has been staying there with his mom to help him raise his sister now since her husband has passed away. He picks him up for school, and I think he takes him to school. And while his mother is working, he stays there and picks his sister them up for school and things like that. So now you want to say that my son needs to move out? Have you been here since my husband passed away, and my son has been here helping me cooking and everything for my kids, taking them back and forth to school and things like that? Oh no, don't. That's one red flag right there. You don't know why my son here. Maybe my son could have moved out, but he seen I needed him, so he stayed here to help me with his sisters. That's just what I'm saying. And as y'all see, when his mom gets home, then that's when he leaves. But he makes sure that his sister them is picked up from school. He makes sure they eat and everything until his mother gets home from work. Then that's when he leaves. But for her boy toy to say, well, I think your son needs to be out on his own. That's not none of your fucking business. You don't know why my son there. This is my house. You don't know the reason my son is here. Just saying. I don't like that. And like I said, no, ma'am. They ain't gonna work out. He already coming in trying to say some stuff. Now, this is when the girls are at the house talking about what happened. Now, I wish I had that other clip, but they haven't put it up here yet about the talk that they had. Now, do y'all think that Elena's husband is cheating on her? Let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think Elena's husband is cheating on her? Because at first, last week, I was okay with him. But the stuff that he's saying now, I'm side-eyeing her husband. Because Elena she's a nice-looking woman. Okay? So I know he don't think that she can't get nobody. Just saying. Her husband got some issues that her husband, he already put up 2 red flags already. Her husband had put up 2 red flags, and you cheated the day before the wedding, sir. You don't have a leg to fucking stand on, sir. Because if it was me, the wedding would have been called the fuck off. I don't care if we did have a baby. You cheated before we got married, the day before our wedding? No, sir. The wedding would have been called smooth on off. Did y'all hear when she said that he cheated before the wedding? No, we're gonna get into like, wait a minute. I don't think I could have went through with the wedding, y'all. We're gonna get into this right here. Her husband cheated before the fucking wedding. The wedding would have been called off. How you gonna stand up there before God and everything and tell me you take this man and damn man and fucking cheated? No, ma'am.
Talk about the other night, because I remember when you asked me the question of like, how are you doing? How are you and Josh doing? I know I brushed over it and you were like, okay, girl, because I know that I was glossing over things. And that's what I do. My family was the
Preppy prim button up.
Yep, button up. It was, this is how you need to look. This is how you need to appear.
Yeah.
And so
like a lie.
like a lot. I mean, that's basically what it is. I've mastered acting like I have everything all together, acting like there's nothing going on and I'm not dealing with anything. It's something that I've mastered, to not show my weakness to others. My mom would tell me on multiple occasions, you never look like what you're going through. So I just put on my mask like I have it all together and just power through it. But it doesn't feel good. I wanted to talk about the other night, because I remember when you asked me the question of like, how are you?
I wanted to get to that clip here. I think it's this one. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I think this is a clip where she said her husband cheated on her the day before their wedding. I couldn't have went through that. I couldn't have stood up there. I don't care how much the fuck we didn't pay. No, ma'am.
Yeah.
And we are definitely in the state of transition.
Yes.
And we haven't fully figured everything out. We have a guest bedroom for a reason.
Yeah. Josh,
he knows that I bring
in
in
that guest bedroom.
Okay.
While I'm in this master with my feet.
Because, honey, when we come back together, sex life has never been a problem for me.
When the last time y'all had some sex?
Oh, don't ask.
I'm asking it.
Don't ask.
No, it's your husband.
It's been like 2 months.
That coochie got cobwebs.
I gotta figure it out.
Webs, not cobs.
I gotta figure it out.
I know you were saying like he in the guest bedroom, he's slipping in there.
Yeah. Wow. I do find it necessary to separate when you're not aligned.
Yeah.
Because sometimes when you are not aligned, it hurts. Marriage is hard.
It is.
And if anyone that has been married for this long tells you that it's just, oh, it's good, we're good. Just like I said the other night, we're good. It's a lot. I think it's important for us to talk about the real stuff.
Yeah.
And we are definitely in the state of transition.
Yes.
And we haven't fully figured everything out. We have a guest bedroom for a reason.
Yeah. Josh,
he knows that I bring
in that guest bedroom.
Okay.
While I'm in this master with my feet.
Because, honey, when we come back together, sex life has never been a problem for me.
When the last time y'all had some sex?
Oh, don't ask.
I'm asking it.
Don't ask.
No, it's your husband.
It's been like 2 months.
That coochie got cobwebs.
So maybe it's gonna come out that her husband allegedly is maybe her husband is cheating. Maybe that's why she got him in that bedroom, y'all. He already cheated before, right?
Will 10 million times. Baby, I done been cheated on. When he was like in that young NFL like realm, I done been cheated on like a dog. I'm coming at you transparent because let me tell you something. The man I got today ain't the man that I had when I went through that. Because who I got today is everything to me. So that's why I'm telling you, girl,
I have nothing to hide. I'm not ashamed of nothing. It's my truth.
I love how you shared that because in engagement, I was cheated on. A lot of people don't know about Josh cheating on me during engagement because I don't want to be seen as weak, being that I still married a person that cheated on me.
Come on, don't do that.
I'm
do
sorry.
that right now. Because, girl, I'm about to cry with you, and I'm just trying not. But I love you. And guess what? Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. My life is not perfect. My husband's life is not perfect. We have been through the storm. And it's okay to have struggles and come up short sometimes. You can't carry pain. Like, you gotta let this stuff go. At this point, for you to be at a good space with Josh and for y'all to be at peace, I don't know. I guess I don't understand y'all next step clearly.
We don't either, which is crazy.
Sister,
I'm sorry. I'm such a baby right now.
it's okay. Cry. Get it out.
So I am being vulnerable with Labrina in this moment, but there are some things that she doesn't know about my marriage. Honestly, no one knows about my marriage.
I love you, girl. You my baby. Girl, come on. There's nothing wrong with figuring it out. Girl.
So there's a lot that we don't know about the marriage. So I think it's going to come out on the show. We already know she said that he cheated on her during the engagement and she still married him. But she said there's more. So there's more to come that this little man has been doing. This little piece of man, husband that she got. I hate to talk about him like that, but this nice looking lady and he's cheating on her. So what else could it be that her husband did? Has he cheated again since they've been married? Y'all let me know what y'all think it is. What else do y'all think that her husband have done? And then the friend that has not had sex for 3 years, she has called a man and she's been friends with him for a while, so they're going to go out and have drinks. So hopefully, she's going to get her own man friend and try to do something about her situation, maybe, or what have you. Chloe, she seems to like this man, but I think Chloe should keep her option open. Where one thing about our race, like as Black women, we don't date like the other races do. The other races, they date multiple of people to find out the man that they want. Like when we start dating, we just date one person. We just stick to that one person. We don't date multiple people. Now I'm saying when you date multiple people, you don't have to sleep with everybody, but you should date people. You don't have to sleep with them, but you should date people because you're not married to them. You should date people to see who you like. So if I agree to go out on a date with you, that don't mean we're in a relationship. I can accept the next date with somebody else. Or I can accept Monday with somebody else and Tuesday with somebody else. That don't make me no hoe because I'm going on dates with people. I could be trying to find my person. That's what all the other races do. They just don't date one person. And I think that's what we do when we start talking to somebody. It's just that one person. I think we should date multiple people to see who we like. Let me know what y'all think about that. And let me know how y'all liking Hard and Hustle. Let me know in the chat if you guys are watching Hard and Hustle. And if you are, what do you like about the show? All right, guys, moving on to Melody. Melody is vacationing up, guys. Y'all know the 4-piece Nuggets went back to school already. But Melody, they are on another mini getaway, guys. Melody is on another mini getaway with the kids. The 4-piece Nuggets, Melody is on another mini getaway, guys. With the kids, she's up somewhere in the mountain, it looks like. So we're gonna take a look at that with Melody and the 4-piece Nuggets, where she is up in the mountains. So give me just a second here. Did y'all know Melody was on another vacation, y'all? Her and the 4-piece Nuggets are up on another vacation. She's up in the mountains somewhere. I think this is a new product she's bringing out here. Yes. So Melanie said presidential suite for the 4-piece nuggets, 4-piece chicken nuggets. So they're somewhere they got a presidential suite. She said for the 4-piece chicken nuggets. So Melanie and the kids are gone again. Well, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. Melanie and the kids, they out again. It's a presidential suite, but she's not telling us where she's at though. That is nice. So I'm assuming it's Melanie, the 4-piece nuggets, and Miss Van. Ooh, that looks nice. Let's see if she's going to say where she's at.
You said the horse is black? The horse goes on fast. Y'all better hold on. I ain't holding on to nothing.
Sugar Mama said she holding on to nothing.
You better hold on.
What it looks like. So Melanie and the 4-piece nuggets, they own another little mini getaway, guys. And that's nice. Melanie is able to take her kids out and do stuff with them. So they out somewhere. She's in Tennessee. Oh, okay. Thank you, Glendora. Thank you. So Melanie and the kids are out again, doing their thing. And, you know, they just came from a vacation before school started. Now they're on a little mini getaway. So that is nice. That is nice. All right, guys. Now we're going to do our Black History. Let's do our Black History. Now, I told y'all on each live, I'm going to bring y'all some Black History. Now, I do want to talk about the Statue of Liberty, guys. I knew it was something weird about the Statue of Liberty. I knew that. I knew it was something weird about it, but let's talk about the Statue of Liberty. I knew it was something weird about the Statue of Liberty, and everybody has their different things about the Statue of Liberty, but this man here is going to break it down. And then I also, when he starts talking about the money and stuff, I went back and checked my money and my coins and stuff, and sure enough, it has changed. But he's going to tell y'all why it's changed. I went back and checked what he said. And my money, the pennies, dimes, nickels, and quarters, it has changed.
The torch of illumination, which is the Promethean torch of Freemasonry. And if you go to the Statue of Liberty, you'll see a bronze plaque inside saying that this was given to the government of America by the French Grand Orient Temple Masons. And is a symbol of Grand Orient Freemasonry in America, the holder of the light. And that's exactly the same torch that is carried during the Olympics. On the back of the old dime in America, there was the fasci, which you look in the encyclopedia or dictionary and look at the word fascism, you'll see that the symbol for world fascism was a bundle of sticks with a hatchet head.
You see that on each side of the speaker's podium at Congress.
Oh, absolutely.
So they have the fasci on each side.
Absolutely, and it's also the symbol for the United States Senate is the fasci. But the point I want to make is that that was on the old dime. Now on the new dimes, you will see a torch instead of the old fasci, because fascism was used at one time to prepare the world for the New World Order. Now the New World Order is in place. That's why on the dollar bill it says Novus Ordo Seclorum is New Order of the World, but at the top of the pyramid on the back of the dollar bill is Annuit Coeptus, which means our enterprise or our project has been crowned with success. The Statue of Liberty, it's holding the torch of illumination, which is the Promethean torch of Freemasonry. And if you go to the Statue of Liberty, you'll see a bronze plaque inside saying that this was given to the government of America by the French Grand Orient Temple Masons. And it is a symbol of Grand Orient Freemasonry in America, the holder of the light. And that's exactly the same torch that is carried during the Olympics. On the back of the old dime in America, there was the fasci, which you look in the encyclopedia or dictionary and look at the word fascism, you'll see that the symbol for world fascism was a bundle of sticks with a hatchet head.
You see that on each side of the speaker's podium at Congress.
Oh, absolutely.
So they have the fasci on each side.
Absolutely, and it's also the symbol for the United States Senate is the fasci. But the point I want to make is that that was on the old dime. Now on the new dimes, you will see a torch instead of the old fasci, because fascism was used at one time to prepare the world for the New World Order. Now the New World Order is in place. That's why on the dollar bill it says Novus Ordo Seclorum is New Order of the World, but at the top of the pyramid on the back of the dollar bill is Annuit Coeptus, which means our enterprise or our project has been crowned with success.
Now, how many of y'all believe that? I looked at my stuff, and it's true. I looked on it. Now let me know if y'all look on y'all money. It's changed. What they're talking about, the old symbols are gone, but on the new money, money, it got the new symbols on there. And what he's saying is that is engraved for the New World Order. So let me know what y'all think about it. It's just the reason we don't understand it because it's wrote in Latin, but he's breaking it down to you of what it means. But let me know what y'all think about that, and we're gonna move on. Y'all remember it was one little girl that when they did the segregation, everybody talked about her, and she had to have police them escorted to school. But it was in fact 3 more other little girls that was erased from history that had to get walked to school by the police and escorted from school by the police. It was in total 4, but it was 2 different schools. And like I said, they erase history all the time, so we don't know shit. But I'm going to put it up here for y'all. It was actually 4 girls, but they were in 2 different schools, guys. They were in 2 different schools. And y'all should just see the evil in these Caucasian people eyes, how they talk about the black kids. Just listen. Three little NI right here. She said took her son out of the school when the 3 black girls enrolled. Just listen to them.
Send them back to.
Oh no.
Where are they? McDonough or France?
McDonough 19, and my little boy, he's in the room, Miss Miles' room with the 3 little niggas.
I see. And you took your boy out the first day?
The 3 little girls that woman was talking about were Leona Tate, Gail Etienne, and Tessie Prevost. Just days before that interview, the 3 girls had become the first black students to integrate the all-white McDonough 19 elementary school in New Orleans. And they each had to be escorted by armed U.S. Marshals because there was a very large, angry crowd of demonstrators protesting their presence.
My mother telling me before we left the house, when the marshals arrived to pick us up, she said, when you get in that car, you sit to the back of that seat and don't put your face to the window. The street was just overwhelmed with people.
And I just felt like if they could get to me, they'd want to kill me, and I didn't know why.
The protesters were shouting threats, racial slurs, spitting, and chanting, "We don't want to integrate."
The only thing I could associate this with was Mardi Gras. We got there, we got out the car, and my daddy said, "Give me your hand." He said, "I'm here." He said, "Look straight ahead."
We got in the classroom. I remember parents coming in and just grabbing their kids by the hand, because the kids sitting at the desk, and just yanking them up and taking them out of the classroom.
After a while, it was Leona, Gail, and myself, and the teacher, Miss Maya.
Only 3 students to attend McDonough 19 that entire school year.
We were not allowed to eat from the school. The water fountains were turned off. One time we saw outside was when we came to school in the morning and when we left in the afternoon.
Now let's run it back to that first interview for a second. Pay attention to what the reporter asked.
Where are they? McDonough or France?
McDonough.
France or McDonough? See, Gail, Leona, and Tess integrated McDonough 19 on November 14th, 1960. The exact same day that Ruby Bridges was escorted by U.S. Marshals to integrate William Frantz Elementary School, also in New Orleans. William Frantz and McDonough 19 blocks away from each other. All 4 of these women are civil rights heroes. The story of Ruby Bridges went on to rightfully become famous, known in paintings and movies and textbooks.
Bridges.
The McDonough 3 are mostly forgotten, erased, barely even mentioned in history.
Left McDonough 19 after 2nd grade. McDonough 19 had become predominantly black, and the thing was to keep us in a white school. So we were transferred to T.J. Sims. This time we did not have U.S. Marshals or police protection. That was not a good experience.
You wouldn't.
So instead of the Ruby Bridges, it was the McDonough 3. So it was 3 other little girls, but the Bridges got the most attention. But it was the 3 McDonough girls too that started school on the same day as Bridges did, and they had to be escorted by police escorts too. But somehow history forgot about them 3, and they went on to be civil rights women as well, fight for civil rights. But they only talk about Bridges. But there was three other ones. They started school on the same date, but they were just at two different schools where they had to get police escorts. They couldn't eat the school lunch because the mother thought they were going to get poisoned. They had to turn off the water fountains because they didn't know if somebody was going to poison the water fountain because they didn't want them black girls there. And they didn't get to go outside or anything and play or anything. The only time they went outside was when they came to school and when they left because of the angry mob of Caucasian people that was out there. So yes, there were actually four instead of one. They only talk about Ruby Bridges, but there were other ones too. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Hello, my degree is real. This was just yesterday in the 60s. So sad and a very dark history. Yes. Yeah, so it wasn't just them. It was other ones too. But guys, let's go on to this history here. Do y'all know that a lot of our singers and actors of the times, their mother were prostitutes? 7 highly successful people who were raised by prostitutes. Excuse me, women of the night. Sorry, YouTube. Women of the night. Women of the night. So we're going to talk about it. They were women of the night, and their kids went on to be very successful. Let's get into it.
7 highly successful people who were raised by prostitutes. 1. Louis Armstrong. Armstrong was born into extreme poverty in New Orleans. His mother and sister both turned to prostitution to survive. They were arrested multiple times. On one occasion, Armstrong's mother was fined $2.50. She couldn't pay, so she served 30 days in jail. Armstrong spent much of his childhood on the streets or with his grandmother. 2. Charlie Chaplin. Chaplin's mother, Hannah, fled to South Africa with a lover. He forced her into prostitution in dance halls. There, she contracted syphilis. She later suffered violent psychotic episodes. By age 35, she was committed to an asylum. Chaplin spent much of his childhood in workhouses and on the streets. 3. Dick Knight Train Lane. Lane was born to a prostitute and a pimp. When he was just 3 months old, they abandoned him. He was found in a dumpster, wrapped in newspapers. He was later adopted by a kind woman named Ella Lane. 4. Edith Piaf. Piaf's mother abandoned her when she was a baby. Her grandmother, who was also poor, neglected her badly. Eventually, her paternal grandmother, who ran a brothel in Normandy, took her in. Piaf was raised by the prostitutes there until she was 8. 5. Richard Pryor. Pryor was raised in a brothel owned by his grandmother. His mother, a prostitute, worked there but left him when he was 10. His grandmother took over, but her discipline was brutal. She beat him for acting out or showing emotion. 6. Xuan Jinglin. Xuan was born into poverty in early 1900s China. Her mother sold her to a brothel to feed her other children. Xuan had almost no formal education and barely knew how to read. A film director discovered her and gave her a small role. She became one of China's first female film stars. 7. James Brown. Brown was born during...
Wait a minute. So I'm sorry, y'all. Let me put it back over here. James Brown as well. James Brown was born too. Let me put it back over here.
He began his life in a one-room shack in South Carolina. When he was 2, his mother left the family. He moved with his father to Georgia, where they stayed in a brothel run by his aunt. Brown shined shoes, danced for spare change, and lived on the margins. He later became the godfather of soul. 7 highly successful people who were raised by prostitutes. 1. Louis Armstrong.
Did y'all know that about them? He was born that time. I wouldn't want to attend that school. I don't know why they were sent to those schools. I think to get higher education was one reason why their parents wanted them to go to that school, to get higher education. Because I think back then we didn't have the teachers that we have now. But moving on, and this is what I don't like about like our history. We don't know stuff. There were black millionaires in the U.S. in the 1800s. Black millionaires. There were black millionaires, but they want us to believe that we weren't shit and that we were nothing. But there were black millionaires, you guys, in the 1800s. Let me turn down this music. $12 million. Mary Pleasant. 30 million. So there were black millionaires, but they never teach us that in school that there were black millionaires. They never taught us that there were black millionaires at all. And then also the bread machine. Once again, the bread machine was made by a black man. The bread machine and breadcrumb maker, created by Joseph Lee in 1819. These inventions reduce waste and shape in modern baking. So Joseph made the bread making machine and breadcrumb maker. Ain't that something? This man here. I told y'all, just give us back all our shit that we made and we'll go on about our business. Give us back our stuff and we'll go back about our business. They don't want to do that. Another town that was Alabama. Y'all, Alabama has so many black towns that are buried underwater that are still there to this day that we don't know about.
Black land, they drowned an entire town and sold the view to white millionaires. In the 1960s, Coahuila was a thriving, all-black community built from the ground up by freedmen's descendants. Schools, churches, businesses, all black-owned. Then the state decided it wanted a lake. They flooded the town. Families were forced off their land. Generations of history disappeared under Lake Martin. And now, white-owned resorts and vacation homes sit on top of it. Coahuila wasn't lost to progress. It was erased so the rich could sip cocktails over black graves. If they won't teach it, we will. Follow for every untold Alabama truth. Alabama didn't just steal black land, they drowned an entire town and sold the view to white millionaires. In the 1960s, Coaliga was a thriving, all-black community built from the ground up by freedmen's descendants. Schools, churches, businesses, all black-owned. Then the state decided it wanted a lake. They flooded the town. Families were forced off their land. Generations of history disappeared under Lake Martin. And now, white-owned resorts and vacation homes sit on top of it. Coaliga wasn't lost to progress. It was erased so the rich could sip cocktails over black graves. If they won't teach it, we will. Follow for every untold Alabama truth.
I wonder how many more lands and things are underneath these towns. Excuse me, guys. Another truth, guys. I told you they're still in black people organs, guys. They're still in black people organs. I don't know what it is about the black people, but they want our organs for some reason. Listen to this.
Part of a black man without telling his family. I'm Dr. Michael H. Ford, and this is a story you need to hear. In 1968, Bruce Tucker arrived unconscious at a Richmond hospital after a fall. Doctors operated on his brain, but by the next day, they declared him brain dead. And instead of waiting the required 24 hours to find the next of kin, as the law demanded, the transplant team called the police once, ignored Bruce's brother's business card that was in his pocket, and removed his heart and kidneys within hours of declaring him dead. His heart was given to a white man in what would become known as Virginia's first heart transplant. Bruce's family didn't find out until the next day, not from the hospital, but from the funeral director. They sued, but the all-white jury sided with the surgeons. The case helped redefine legal death in Virginia from heartbeat to brain activity, but it also exposed how easily a black man can be treated as property, not a patient. Even today, studies show that black Americans are less likely to be referred for organ transplants and more likely to die waiting. Bruce Tucker made history without ever being asked, and his story still raises a question we have not fully answered. Who gets to decide what a life is worth? Know your rights. Make sure your voice or your family's is heard long before decisions are made, because no one should make history without consent. Healing starts with knowing. Follow for more. What if I told you Virginia's first heart transplant stole the heart of a black man without telling his family? I'm Dr. Michael H. Ford, and this is a story you need to hear. In 1968, Bruce Tucker arrived unconscious at a Richmond hospital after a fall.
So they took this man's heart out of his chest and his kidneys and gave it to a white person. Yes, gave it to a white person without even the family consent. Make that make sense. So they just take our body parts and do what they want to do with it. Make that make sense. They take our body parts and give it to the white people. He said, and now the fella in 47 wants to oversee what goes on in the Smithsonian. What the fuck? Yeah. Now he wants to know what goes on in the Smithsonian Museum. Yep. Now, y'all remember the story how there was the first person to reach the North Pole was a white man. That's not true either. It was a black man who reached the North Pole first. It wasn't a white man, it was a black man. But they're not going to tell us that in school. They want us to think that, oh, the white people are superior. They do everything. That's a lie. There was a black man that actually reached the North Pole first. But our textbooks and things won't tell us that. So I'm going to tell you.
I've heard the legend of reaching the North Pole, but did you know the
first man there may not have been the one in your textbooks. Let's set the record straight. Born in 1866, Maryland, Matthew Henson faced hardship head-on. Orphaned young, he took to the sea at just 12, learning navigation, survival, and grit. His skills led him to join Robert Peary's Arctic expeditions, where Henson became more than just a crew member. He was a master navigator, dog sled driver, and a bridge to the Inuit people. April 6, 1909. Henson's journal tells it all. He reached the North Pole first, yes, before Peary, but while Peary claimed the glory, Henson was erased from history, a victim of racism and bias. Still, the truth could not stay frozen forever. Decades later, Henson's brilliance was finally honored. Today, he stands among the legends, his courage and intelligence undeniable. Matthew Henson, the real first man at the North Pole. Remember his name? I'm sure you've heard the legend of reaching the North Pole, but did you know the first man there may not have been the one in your textbooks? Let's set the record straight. Born in 1866.
So Matthew Henson was the first man to reach the North Pole. Matthew Henson. But they want us to believe it was somebody else. Why? Why? I told you, they have to be superior over everything. They wanted us to not think we did nothing for society. Nothing. We're going to do one more about Black history here that they don't want us to know about.
Died owning half of downtown Los Angeles. Her name was Biddy Mason, forced to walk over 1,700 miles behind a wagon train. She arrived in California still enslaved. But California was a free state, so she fought back, sued for her freedom, and won. As a free woman, she worked as a nurse and midwife, quietly saving every dollar. Then she did the unthinkable. Bought land. In a city that would explode in value, Mason kept buying and building and renting until her fortune grew into what today would be worth tens of millions. But it wasn't just for her. She opened the first Black church in LA. She fed the poor, visited jails, paid rent for families in need. Biddy Mason didn't just break chains, she built foundations. From shackled to unstoppable. From property to property owner. And no one taught you her name in school. A woman born into slavery died owning half of downtown Los Angeles. Her name was Biddy Mason, forced to walk over 1,700 miles behind a wagon train. She arrived in California still enslaved. But California was a free state, so she fought back, sued for her freedom, and won. As a free woman, she worked as a nurse and midwife, quietly saving every dollar. Then she did the unthinkable, bought land. In a city that would explode in value, Mason kept buying and building and renting until her fortune grew into what today would be worth tens of millions. But it wasn't just for her. She opened the first Black church in LA. She fed the poor, visited jails, paid rent for families in need. Biddy Mason didn't just break chains, she built foundations. From shackled to unstoppable. From property to property owner. And no one taught you her name in school. A woman born into slavery died owning half of downtown Los Angeles.
So I wonder what happened to all that she owned. I wonder what happened to all that she owned down there. Yep, they're doing a great injustice to Black people. Yes, they are. But I wanted to get into this story, guys, of two lovers who took off each other's heads, and feet. I don't know where these people are, because y'all know I live in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. where Sade was, and the Caucasian man took off her head, her arms, her breasts. You know, he cut them off. But this is another lover's quarrel here, where the girlfriend took off her girlfriend's head, arms, feet, legs. This is some, I don't know. Like I told you, I think the devil or something is jumping into these people to take off their body parts. Let's listen to this. These are the two women right here.
They're announcing a new arrest in what they are calling one of the most gruesome and chilling murders in decades.
The details are tough to hear. District Attorney Fani Willis is preparing to bring murder and human trafficking charges against Angel Thompson. This is over the 2007 death of Nicole Alston. 11 Live's Grace King shares the discovery that led to that arrest.
In 2006, Nicole Alston moved to Georgia with her girlfriend with the promise of a better life.
Nicole was bubbly. She had a smile that was infectious, as I was told when she left as her helpmate, like, oh, I'm going to be all right.
Her mom says that promise couldn't be farther from the truth.
I wish I never let her come to Georgia.
In 2007, authorities found a body chopped into 13 pieces with no head, hands, or feet.
Took a true sociopath to do what happened here.
In 2024, new DNA testing revealed that victim was Nicole Alston. Investigators say Angel Marie Thompson murdered Alston and stole her identity for 8 years.
She legitimately lived as Nicole Alston for that time.
Investigators say Thompson collected nearly $139,000 in government benefits, used her ID to buy cars and rent apartments, and even got arrested and sued in Alston's name.
It's astounding that she was able to do what she did for how long she did it. I've never seen something so calculated and so meticulous before, but she did it very well.
District Attorney Fani Willis says what investigators have uncovered so far creates one of the most gruesome cases she's seen, but believes Alton may not have been Thompson's only victim.
If there is anyone that is familiar with this couple at that home and can bring forth information, we would like you to contact the district attorney's office.
In Fulton County, Grace King, 11 Alive News.
Just a horrific case all around. DA Willis says the victim and the suspect lived together at the Genesis Gardens complex. That is now called Palmetto Reserve. Her team wants to talk with anyone who might be familiar with them at that home as they work to bring an indictment in October.
Fulton County authorities, they are announcing
You guys, how do y'all feel about that? She chopped this woman up in pieces, took her identity, and in 2007, and just this year, they started from DNA figuring out that that was the woman. And that other woman, which is her girlfriend, stole the woman identity, rent houses and everything in her name, even sued somebody in this lady's name, took on this lady's whole identity. This is sickening. Just sick that somebody could do this. That's why you got to check on your people and make sure you're seeing your people, because this type of stuff could happen. So she moved to Atlanta in 2007 with this lady. And now in 2025 or 24, they just realizing that this was the DNA of that lady, and this was the lady who did it. Just sickening. Got to check on your people, y'all. We got to check on our people. Yes, just evil. Just evil. Just evil, guys. Just evil. Just some evil people. Evil, evil, evil. All right, guys. We've been on here for 2 hours and almost 30 minutes. I hope as you guys came in, you gave the thumbs up. If you didn't, please give it on your way out. Please make sure you're liking the video, sharing the video. And also, if you're new to the channel, please make sure you are subscribing to the channel. I would love to have you as a subscriber on the channel. And guys, make sure you follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Good night, everyone. Good night, good night, good night. I will see you tomorrow.